Ever heard of a king who ruled for an astonishing 66 years, fathered over 100 children, and plastered his name on more monuments than any other pharaoh in history? Today, we're diving into the larger-than-life story of Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great, and believe me, he earned that title. Born around 1303 BC, Ramses II wasn't just born into royalty, he was destined for greatness. He ascended to the throne in his early 20s and immediately set out to restore Egypt's glory. His reign is often considered the peak of the New Kingdom, a golden age of power, prosperity, and incredible architectural achievements. If you've ever seen pictures of the temples at Abu Simbel or the grand halls of Karnak, you've seen the handiwork of Ramses. He was a builder on an epic scale, ensuring his legacy would be literally set in stone. But Ramses wasn't just a builder, he was a warrior. Early in his reign, he faced one of his greatest challenges, the Hittite Empire. This rivalry culminated in the legendary Battle of Kadesh in 1274 BC. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Ramses' own accounts, carved into temple walls across Egypt, portray it as a decisive, heroic victory where he single-handedly turned the tide of battle. He describes being ambushed and abandoned by his troops, only to call upon the god Amun and charge into the enemy ranks, scattering them before him. It's an amazing story of courage and divine favor. However, Hittite records tell a slightly different story, suggesting the battle was more of a strategic stalemate. But what really matters is what came next. 16 years after the clash, Ramses did something revolutionary. He and the Hittite king signed the world's first known peace treaty. A copy of this ancient agreement is even displayed at the United Nations headquarters in New York today, a testament to Ramses' transition from a mighty warrior to a shrewd diplomat. This peace ushered in decades of stability and trade, allowing Egypt to flourish. Ramses' personal life was just as epic as his public one. His most beloved wife was Queen Nefertari, whose name means the most beautiful of them all. His love for her was so profound that he built her one of the most stunning tombs ever discovered in the Valley of the Queens. The vibrant paintings inside still look fresh after more than 3,000 years, depicting their eternal bond. He outlived many of his wives and even a dozen of his own sons, eventually passing away in his early 90s, an incredible age for that era. When he died, he was buried in the Valley of the Kings, but his story doesn't end there. His mummy was moved several times by ancient priests to protect it from tomb robbers. Rediscovered in 1881, the mummy of the Great Pharaoh now rests in Cairo, allowing us to come face to face with one of history's most powerful rulers. From colossal statues to the world's first peace treaty, the legacy of Ramses the Great is a story of ambition, power, love, and a determination to be remembered forever. It's safe to say, he succeeded. Thanks for joining us on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed learning about Ramses the Great, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next historical deep dive. See you in the next video.